So, Arjun, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Give you a chance to introduce yourself, and I introduce myself as well.
What you say, I did not understand. Do you want to know more about me?
Absolutely. I want to know more about you. Tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Yeah, I told you that I have completed my bachelor degree and I am
Good job.
familiar with Python, but I have no expertise in machine learning and anything else because
Excellent.
because I interested in front end development and I go through everything about front end. So in this hackathon, I will just focus on front end.
Okay. Excellent. Well, there's
Yeah.
some front end to be built for sure. Now,
But I'm enthusiasm to learn about this hackathon, like what we are going to build and what's in your mind to build. So that will
excellent.
really
So my name is Mike Lively. This is my 20th plus hackathon. I've been in the business since
excellent.
punch cards. I've won a few of them, which is fun. It's always fun to win. And but the big thing here is once again to have fun and learn, to make some connections, and then winning's a plus. It's nice, but it's not the primary. So we don't get so upset about driving to win. We really want to drive to learn and connect.
Yes, of course,
The
definitely. I just
excellent.
joined for learning.
Good, excellent. So,
Yeah.
looking at the next slide right here, what are we building? So, basically, we're building a multilingual PowerPoint creator that creates PowerPoints from extracted text such as YouTube. Okay, we're going to show you how to do that today. And if you go to the actual site, and if you're looking for the website, here it is right here, LabBob AI event, Benin Multimodal AI Hackathon. So you can go there. And the technology stack they're looking at is AI Cohere. And I just love Cohere and I love what Cohere stands for. And they are going around and looking at all around the world and finding languages that are not, very well known and bringing them into the stack so they don't get forgotten. So just really heads off to Cohere. Also, Stability AI. This is a hackathon I won. It's good for building images. Nice product. GPT-4 is always my start when I begin to build an algorithm. If I'm trying to build an algorithm and seeing how well it's going to work, I'll go build a custom GPT and see if it's working. And then to make it more robust, I'll move that into a Hugging Face and then most likely into the cloud. Gemini Pro is wonderful because it's free, so you can go get an API key. So you can go get that API key for free and start developing with that. And we'll be building on Gemini. So if you've built agents before and you use the API key, which Open API is great, but I end up paying $1 a minute. I don't I don't want to pay $1 a minute. So Gemini is 1.5 Pro that is free unless you're billing with it. So if you're billing, they're going to charge you. If you're not, they won't. But that, once again, is Weaviate, and I've used a number of vector databases in the past. I have not had a chance to use Weaviate this yet, but I'm excited about using it for this project. Okay, so there's a technology stack that we'll be using. You're going to want to make sure that you go to the Lab by Multimedia Hackathon, and the links are there, or they're in this hackathon PowerPoint, and you can actually click on those and learn all about those technologies. Once again, number one thing here today is to learn. Let's talk about the flow of the project. So basically, this is the concept flow of the project. The first thing we're going to do is we got the YouTube channel code. We'll show that code to you today, and you'll use that YouTube channel code to go find a video or create a composite site that you'll most likely put into Weaviate. And Weaviate should give you the ability, in a sense, to create a unique, and you may write some code around this to create a unique transcript. So there's a possibility by doing that. And so we're going to look at the composite video creator here in a moment. And then that will go into a PowerPoint creator. And I have some base code for that needs to be worked on. And we'll be retooling it to use Gemini 1.5 Pro and LangGraph. So LangGraph's a real cool technology that you'll learn all about. And it allows you to build nodes and everything. As a matter of fact, what I want to do is go ahead and get a link for LangGraph right now. And let me check real quick here. Can you see my screen? Let's check real quick.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
seeing.
excellent. So it's being recorded. Good. With that said, let me pull the LangGraph link in here as well. I'll put a link in there so you guys have that link and you can go there if you need to. We're also going to put this on the links page. So let's put it there as well. So this will be one of the technologies we'll be using as well. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can LangGraph examples right here. Cool as well. Cool. So in the flow, basically you have Weaviate, and Weaviate will also give you a nice title and transcript. I'm going to show that code to you today and show how it works. And then I'll go to a PowerPoint creator, and in that PowerPoint creator will be built on Gemini 1.5 and also on LangGraph. So it's really new technology out there, and the link for LangGraph is down here, and we'll talk about it just a little bit. Now, once that's done, we'll be using Ahir and Cohere, Aya Cohere, to push those into multiple languages, whatever language you decide, English, Chinese, Spanish, or Urdu. I believe you speak Urdu. Is that correct?
Yes, Urdu, you are DU Urdu.
Actually, good, good, good.
Yeah.
All right. With that said, you can choose whatever language you want to. So in the front end stuff, you'll be have a drop down, so you choose languages. I have some code bases for you that already got some code in that I've been working on. One is a YouTube transcript creation piece, and then if you're going to need a developer key for that, so you can go to YouTube developer and get your key. It may require a credit card, but if it does, you will not have to pay any money. So make sure you don't do that. All right, and you just may just have to get their credit card to get the site, but everything should be free. You'll have a probably like so many credits that are free. With that said, I want to talk about how I run these groups, and I should have put this slide up first. So basically, I have something called the guiding principles and the 5 C's. The guiding principles are number one, have fun and learn as much as possible. That's the number one thing. Number two is connect and learn about each other. I think the connections that we form are more important than the things that we learn. And then finally, winning is nice to have, but it's not primary. So if your primary goal is to win, you're in the wrong group. Just want to let you know. This is about learning, it's about having fun, it's about connecting. Okay. And then, once again, winning is fun, and I've won a few of them, but that's not the primary goal. And then I have what's called the 5 C's: communication, concept, components, configuration, and completion. So today, what we're talking about pretty much is communication concept. We want to think about from a conceptual level, what are we trying to build? And I'm finding more and more that as I use these technologies, that the concepts, I spend more time thinking about what I'm going to build. And once I got the idea, then I go into to a system like ChatGPT, and I just tell it what to code, and it codes it for me. So, for example, all the code that you will see in some of these projects are all written by ChatGPT, not me. I just told it what to write. So many times figuring out what your minimal viable product is and building on that is something machines will do for you so easily. Once you have the idea and the concept, then you want to start building components, learning that technology, applying that technology, building pieces that are interesting with you and playing around with stuff. Then there's configuration where you start hooking everything together. And that all gets hooked together. Eventually, you're going to go into completion. So if you know about testing, you can see your components are your unit test, and then your configuration is your integration test, and your completion would be your functional test. So something like that. So here's a schedule right here. 12th of May is just introduction and concepts. That's what we're talking about. And then tomorrow we'll start building components. All right. And then the 14th, there'll be no meeting. I'm teaching for Microsoft on that day. So but we will be talking on LinkedIn. So with that, on the 15th, we'll be putting it all together into a configuration of some type. And then we're going to wrap it up on the 16th with one more meeting. So, and then turn that project in. And with that project turn in, there's a lot of stuff I have to make sure I'm doing. And you'll see I'm building it now. And there has to be a presentation in PDF. There has to be a video. There has to be code on GitHub, and there has to be a demo. So all these things have to be required. Also, you'll be required not just to comment on LinkedIn, as we talk back and forth in a LinkedIn group. You also have to comment on Discord, but I'll help you with that. So pretty much after each, starting the 13th, once I start that group up, we'll start commenting on Discord so we get credit for being on that channel. With that said, your first assignment is here, and the first assignment will be to review all pertinent links and then create or find PPT themes that can be used with the program. Find interesting channels or YouTubes you would like to make a multilingual presentation of. Comment on LinkedIn or Discord. That's not till the 13th, so don't worry about that. That'll be on the 13th. But no, Discord will be on the 13th. You can comment on LinkedIn now. Come up with a list of benefits and business value and anything that would go into the PPT. So many times I find a lot of my foreign students, my Pakistani students, were amazing introductions, amazing descriptions of the project. And many times I've already written it, and it doesn't get into the final presentation. So if you guys start thinking about amazing ways to express this or business benefits, please write those up, and those go into the project. And I don't have to think too hard, because many of my students from Pakistan do such a great job of that. Review the present code base, copy it, and build on your own for inclusion, if that's your skill set. So if your skill set is coding, June, then you can go ahead and just create your own Hugging Face account, which is free.
Yeah, I can review the code and everything.
Let me go ahead and give you a Hugging Face link so you can go there and you can actually create your own Hugging Face. It's free, okay?
Okay.
So it's always nice when something's free, is it not? So there you go. And I'm going to send this over to you. We're going to put this over here in the links section, and we'll look at the code base here in a moment. So got all these links here we're building. And for your information, we will be using Streamlit as the interface. And so this may be all new technologies for you, and that's a good thing because we're here to learn, right? So if you've never seen these technologies before, then you see them for the first time, that's going, wow, that's great. I learned something. So if you walked out of here first thing, if you learned, that'd be great. If you had fun, that's even greater. And if you connect with people that you may use for a lifetime as connections and friends, that's even better, right? All right, let's take a look at the code base real quick and some of the things you have out here. So one of the things I built in Hugging Face, and I'll show you how to get in the code right now. This is wide open. Okay, so you can go to it, anyone can go to it, and it's called the Video Script Master. So let's put that in the into a and here you're going to need your you'll need your key. Okay, and so you have to go out and get that key and to run it. And to look at the files, you go right here to files, and you can actually click right on it, and you see it was built. Okay. And so this is the first main application. But however, if you go here, one of the great things about setting up pages is you can just start building off a minimal viable product and keep adding. Click on any of these, you see code. All right, and this is what the code looks like. This is all Python with a Streamlit front end. So you want to learn about Streamlit and how it works. You have the requirement file as well. It tells you everything that goes into your import packages. So there you go. Nice setup. Works really well for building out stuff. So just to take a look at the application real quick, I just built this on a minimal viable product. All this was prompt engineering. This first application will go out to whatever topic you put in here. We'll go out and pull a channel from YouTube. This next one will actually pull a transcript and pull that transcript for you to actually read. Let's go grab a video and show you how that works. Here's one, and we'll throw this in here. Just put that video in there and hit transcribe. Brings up the video. Let's take a look and let's see if it will transcribe that video. And there's the transcription. That's everything that's in that video. You see that? Look at that.
Wonderful.
And then what you can do, you can take that, put it in Weaviate, and actually from Weaviate develop something that will create a presentation for you. Or the PowerPoint creator will take this very thing and create a PowerPoint from it. Okay, so there you go. And so this works without any key or anything like that. So you can take any, and really one of the big things we want to do is find a good YouTube to do that with. However, you can use multi extraction and it will extract an entire channel. So actually the last one right here, I call this, see which one is this? Yeah, channel transcription. If you put a channel in here, it'll grab all the YouTubes from that channel and it extract the entire transcript and append it all. And then you can take that into a into a chat GTP, for example, and turn it into a RAG and talk to it. So you can talk to the whole YouTube channel, which is pretty cool. I think we need to put that in our thing here. Another thing you can build here, once you get the transcript, let's put that in here at the top. It'll be another tool, channel talk. We'll call it a channel talker for now, okay? So you can just talk to an entire channel, building a RAG or for RAG. Channel talker, we'll call it that. So that's one of the products, one of the tools that people can use, might find useful that they can use from this. Okay, cool. See, just talking to you, I'm thinking about, oh, that's a great concept. Let's add it, you know. And so what you do as you get close to the product, you have all these things you want to build, but maybe you only build a few of them, and you figure out what your minimal viable product is, and you build that. And then once you build that, then you start adding to it. Okay, that's pretty much how it works. And once again, a LangGraph is a cool technology. I'll show that to you real quick. Brand new, about 2 months old, and it's really cool. Oh, by the way, here's the PowerPoint maker right here. So I've already worked out some of that. And so that this needs to be built out. Once this is built out, the project is done. Okay, so this will be the final project. We'll move this, and we'll rearrange or move this somewhere else to make it prettier. But this is the base code where you're working. Okay. With that said, we'll take a look at the line graph. And I've built a number of examples here in line graph. The simplest one I've done is, let's see here, is where you say something, hi, how are you doing? And then it outputs something. Well, what did it just do? Well, if you go take a look at the code, and you look at the code real quick, you can see you have a node with a function and node with a function, and they're connected, and there's an input and output. So it's actually running code based upon nodes and graphs. That's what LangGraph does. And you can see it's got this one function attached to this node, and this other function is attached to this node, and then it just goes from node 1 to node 2 and it runs the function as it goes through it. The nice thing about this, you can create edges and you can create decision trees and keep state. So it's pretty cool stuff. So we're getting more advanced with these technologies as it moves forward. And that's pretty much an overview of what we're going to be doing. Once again, I really want to take the pressure off of you and make sure that that pressure is on the 5 Cs, or make sure that pressure is on the guiding principles. And that means you're here to learn, and you're here to have fun, and you're here to connect. Okay? And then if we win, oh, great. But if we don't, still great. Okay? Makes
Yeah.
sense? So I'm gonna
Yes.
get this. I'll get this video out. It's so nice to meet you, and thanks for joining the team. And I'll get this video out, and then we'll get you, and you can, and I'll put it on the channel so everyone can watch it.